This is Iron Trader. It is Tuesday morning, so we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. Now, remember on crude oil, the API report will be out today at 4:30, and then the EIA report will be out on Wednesday at 10:30. Also, very, very key, the Fed is going to be speaking today around 10 o'clock. Powell's going to talk about inflation, so that's going to be a market mover one way or the other. So you want to stay very, very sharp today. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell a stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, just one here before we get started here. What's back in play again is these meme stocks, okay? Some guy, I don't know what his name is there, Ass Kitty or something, he posted on X that he's back. Okay, so you have like GameStop and AMC, and these are garbage companies, okay? And basically what they're doing, they're just trying to push the price around here with options. Do yourself a favor, stay away from this garbage, okay? Stick with what's working, consistent money every day, okay? When you trade that meme, that is not trading, that is gambling, okay? You have been warned. Okay, let's get into the old crude ski here. Okay, here's what we have. Now, yesterday we had a really nice green candle, but if you look at this, you can see we're just doing a nice sideways action. So we had one here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're 10 days here into a sideways action. We're trading that box scenario, okay? So when we had this area here, we made a high, and then we had that same box, okay? Then we made a little higher box, and then we made a higher box, and then she broke right on out. Then we had some nice sideways action. Same thing probably what we're doing here, except we're doing it at the bottom. Now, when you look at this head and shoulders pattern, there's your head, your left shoulder, your right shoulder. It played out very, very nicely and put a bottoming candle in. So this is all very, very good. And now look at here. We're way at the bottom. Look at here. See where your MACD here? Yeah, it's still below the green is still below the red, showing that there's momentum, but it's to the downside. But right now, if that can curl back up here, we take that price much higher. RSI here is looking very, very good. Now, here's what we want to watch. The whole key is going to be based around this 8 simple moving average. 78, 78, that's going to be very, very crucial. But now if you look at this 8 SMA, it came down and now she's flattening right on out. It did not bust through that 100 SMA, which is always very good. See how that works? See how when it came down and then it flattened out and it went up and then where it happened to the price. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now, Memorial Day is just right around the corner. 4th of July is right around the corner. And that volatile August is right around the corner, and hurricane season. Okay, so seems like it's far away, but realistically, it'll be here in about 10 minutes. Okay, so what do we want to do on the downside? Just watch this 8 SMA, 78, 77, and then right below this, we have this 100-day at 78.47. Now, this is also very key that you want to watch here. You want to watch this 78.53, which lines up pretty nice here with that 100-day at that 47. Now, the upside here is sitting at 79.09. Real prime price here, you're sitting at 78.96. We're just below that. Last week, we had that indecision candle going here. So right now, you're just caught between that 21-day and that 50-day. We got to see how it all shakes out. If we can bust on up here, you have a nice, always watch the resistance here, that 80, 88, and then 82.02, which is your key 8 SMA here. But let's focus on the daily chart right now. Just watch this 8 SMA here on the downside. That's going to be very, very key support at 78.77. So far, we're holding. And then right below it, we have 78.47. If that is lost, we'll come right to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 78.14. And then we look here at the bottom of yesterday's candle, which was 78. Okay, and then we just follow right here. You have 77.55, and this is your big retest here at 76.89. But right now we have a nice sideways action. If you look at this, see, we're trading between this 100-day, 78.47, and that 80.13. So as that 100-day is moving up, okay, your 200-day is moving sideways, it's going to create a wedge and something's going to give one way or the other. So always watch that. Okay, so again, if we can go higher, what we want to do is look at yesterday's high. You're looking at 79.49, and then we'll look up here to the next level. You're looking at 79.80, and then we have the top of this candle at 79.96. This is your resistance level, and then here's your big boy up here at 80.13. So right now we're just trading this range here, which is a really good, I mean, for a trader, it's good sideways action. Now, again, if we can break that 80.13, well, then right above that, we have this 21-day at 80.98. And then what we can do is we can look over here to the top of this candle. You're looking at 81.57, and then we have your 81.85 sitting at that 50 SMA here. Okay, so there's a lot of good targets here to the upside. And now what we're above that 8 SMA and that 100 SMA, and that's where you really want to stay. Okay, that is going to be very, very critical on a closing basis. But right now, we just have sideways action. So let's just trade that range between that 100-day and that 200-day until she breaks either way. If it loses that 8-day and that 100-day, well, we know where your big target is here. That's 79.89. If we can bust above this 200-day, well, then we know we have two targets up here. You got that 80.98, and we have 81.85 are your targets. So let's just see how it all trades out here. It'd be nice if we can just get above that 200-day, and then we can trade that next level, just like what we did here. Okay, so we just traded in that sideways, and then we popped up to the next level. So let's just see how it is. But remember, trade what's in front of you, not what you want. Okay, let's take a look here at natural gas. Now, yesterday, natural gas was a really good trading day. I traded at UNG. I cut it loose yesterday at the end of the day. I kept on raising my stop, but I got out of there yesterday at the end of the day, and I made just about a full point. I made 90 cents there on the trade. So that was actually really, really good. So here's what we're looking at natural gas here. Now you can see how nice this works. This is a series of higher lows here all the way through, and this is looking very, very good. So now we're looking for that 2.384 level here on the upside. If we break out of that, I'm going to show you here on the daily exactly, you're going to be going for that 2.42, which is your gap fill. Okay, that's going to be your next level. But you can see here on the chart here how nice this is. This is really has to break out through there, then we can go higher. But right now here, we just have that nice series of higher lows. That's always very bullish, and natural gas was breaking out. Okay, so on the downside here, what we really want to watch is your key levels is this 330. That's your 50-day. You want to watch your 100-day, and then we want to come. You can come all the way down to the bottom on this level here at that 2.22. However, right now we have a nice higher high, and we got to see if we can just keep this range going right here. That would be very, very positive. Now, when you look at the 4-hour chart here, see this is that gap fill, went into that June contract, and she's just been putting a nice series of higher high, higher lows in there. This is very, very bullish. So we got to see how this, if we can break out of that 2.384 today, or if we're just going to come back, or maybe even a sideways action today. We're just not really sure. But right now, when you look at this, you can see how nice it held that 8 simple moving average. And then when it lost it, what did it do? It held that 21-day, see, all the way through. Now, just because it pops through, that doesn't really matter. It just as long as it closes above that. See how nice that is? So always watch that 8 SMA. If that's lost, just look to the next level, which is the 21-day. And then the next level right below that is going to be that 50-day. But you can see right now, we're right back above that 8 SMA and looking very, very good. Okay, let's take a look here on a daily and a weekly. Okay, here we have natural gas, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, this is looking here very, very bullish. This is the level I was pointing out here that we're going to be going. That's your next resistant level, which you look at the bottom of that candle is 2.424. That's your gap fill. Okay, so here is your gap at 2.168, and then there's your fill. Okay, so that is exactly where you're going to be going next if it can break up through. Now, what we really need to do is it has to get above this key level here. That was yesterday's high at that 2.38. Okay, so if it can, 2.42 is next, and then we have this 200-day at 2.46. Now, this is going to be a pretty good, strong resistant level. And then again, right above that here, we have your 2.488. So look at basically 2.49 is what you're looking at here. Okay, so your big targets will be that 2.42, that gap fill, 2.46, and then your 2.48 here. Now, this is looking very, very bullish. See how your 8-day here, see how that's rallying right up. So even if this price falls all the way down to your 8 SMA, you're still very, very good. Now, if you look at this pattern, we've had a green, red, green, red, green, red. So let's just see how this all going to shake out here, okay? So your RSI here looking very, very good. It shows you good relative strength. Your green above your red, that shows always very good bullish momentum there to the upside. Your green crossed over here on your MACD on your weekly, looking very, very nice. RSI, plenty of room to run. But you can see where your targets are here is basically is going to be that 200-day. It's going to be that 50-day. But again, them is going to be strong, strong resistance unless there's some kind of a huge catalyst. You know what I'm saying, like a destruction of some natural gas or this or whatever, then you can blow through. But other than that, you're going to go right up to that level and probably hold there, pull back a little bit, sideways action before you're going to get right on above it. Okay. So now when you look at this 8 SMA, see how nice this is? See your 8 days curling right on up there. Okay. Very, very nice. And we're going right above here. If we can get above that 21-day, we can push that to that 50-day. Now, one thing also being said here, eventually, if we do get above that 2.46 and that 2.48, then what we do is we have really good rally points up here. Okay. So look at all these candles here, but this is your big target going to be up here. Is going to be 3.39. And then we have this candle up here, all the way here at 3.64. The question is here, we just have to get through that 200-day and that 50 SMA here. But again, that takes time. Remember, natural gas, when you look at a seasonality chart, and I can post that here for you at midday trading for seasonality. Once you get that rolling here, you're going to have it going, much higher for now, but really realistically into the December area here. So just don't never give up on natural gas here and say, oh, natural gas is done. Natural gas is like, never done, never will be done. Same way with oil. Okay. So anyway, here, okay, that was the upside. So let's look at the downside. Always got to look at the downside. Okay, so today's low here, what we have here, you got 2.32. So what we do is we just follow these candles here. So you had 2.34, a little bit lower. Then we follow here, okay, 2.31. That's going to be your next support level right there, 2.31. And then obviously if that's lost here, then we'll come right over here, looking at 2.27 and 2.26. And then what we have is this nice 8 SMA sitting now at 2.25. Look how nice that moved right on up over that 50-day, the 21-day. And now you're following it right on up here. This is why you want to always trade the charts, okay? So bottom line, if I'm sure I said this before, but this is I use simple moving averages. This is your 8-day, your 21-day, your 50-day, your 100-day, and your 200-day, and these blue lines are price channels. Because see what it does, it keeps everything really, really nice so you can see like when it curls way back over, when this actually falls down, then you can go back to that candle and follow that price channel over, and that gives you exactly what your support levels are here. So it makes life a little easier when you just, look right on up here, and boom, and everything is like right in front of you. So now the key level here is what we want to watch. It just watched right today is that a 2.31, that 2.2726. And this is going to be your very, very key level here is that 2.25. If that's lost, we follow the candles down, but this is what you'd be looking for right here. It'd be this 2.16 level. That would be key because look how many times that we've held it right there. That's what you'd be looking for if that 8-day is lost. But right now, this is very, very bullish trend, and you're on the upswing. So even if it pulls down here to the 8-day, as long as that 8-day is not lost and it doesn't close below that, then that's very, very positive here, where you could take the trade and go right back on it. Now, again, it might never get there. It might just stay right there at the 2.31, and that'd be a good trade here to go up. So let's just see how this is all going to shake out here today. I see UNG is coming off, so I'm glad I sold that yesterday. It's coming off there. It's down to 17.13. Yesterday, it closed at 17.31. Okay, so basically what you want to do here at this today is watch this key level here, this 2.38, okay? If you can get above that yesterday's high, then we looked at 2.42. We looked at this 200-day, 2.46. You looked for 2.48. Downside, watch that key level, 2.31. If that's lost, you got 2.27, 2.26, but this is what you're looking for right there at that 2.25. Okay, I'll be back here midday trading, and we'll take a look at natural gas and crude oil, see what's going on there. And then we'll throw always something else in the old mix. Okay, thanks for watching.